Good morning and welcome back to Numbers Live Sports Network, your one-stop shop for everything sports and NBA right now. So we're going over obviously the 30 for 30, 30 teams, 30 days, getting you ramped up for the new NBA season. And we're going to go ahead and shift it west. We're going to shift it to the Western Conference now. We've done all the Eastern Conference teams, and now let's go ahead and do the bottom of the West, which was the Houston Rockets last year. The Houston Rockets ended last year with a 20-62 record. And I think that was the best, the worst in the league, worst record in the league. It's funny, I thought it was Orlando, but they Orlando won two more games. Good for them than the Rockets. So now the Rockets moves, as far as the moves they made, it was funny. They did draft, but they recently made a trade, and that trade was they traded David Nwaba, Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, Marquise Chris to the Thunder, and the Rockets received Derek Favors, Tyler Jerome, Mo Harkless, Maladone, and a 2025 second round pick. So, can we? What was that trade? I people on Twitter were basically saying they didn't know what that was. So, can we explain what that
You
was?
got a second round draft pick out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and both teams got a. It was weird how it worked out. Both teams got like trade exceptions, and basically it was just all clerical shit was the reason for that trade because now Houston plans on buying out Mo Harkless.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
And
yeah,
Derek Favors,
it's just,
right?
no, they were saying they wanted to. Derek Favors might stay to be a veteran leader on that team. They don't have an established vet.
Okay.
So, but yeah, a whole lot of nothing.
Somehow I feel like the Thunder GM is it Sam Presti?
Mhm.
Somehow I feel like he just got better on that trade. Like he just been doing a lot for the past few years, and I just feel like he's just.
How do you get better?
I'm just assuming. So did he? Did he not? Did he not?
He put the organization in a better spot because they were over the luxury tax, the
Right.
Derek Favors contract, so he's able to get them closer to being under. Which I don't know. I think they still paying like some of Al Horford's contract and shit too.
Wow.
So yeah,
Gotta
I mean
be for them
it's
to be
all
over the
contracts.
cap.
You said what? Who over the cap?
I said they gotta be for them to be over the luxury tax. Because I mean, clearly their highest paid player would be Shea,
Hmm.
Shea Gillis Alexander. But they don't even have another close all star on that team.
Hmm. Yeah. So
We'll get to them too.
yeah, we get to the Thunder. But now the Rockets, so my Score Mobile app already updated, so that's pretty dope. So I got favors on there and their roster. So who are some highlights on this Rockets team coming up in the year? Obviously, you got Porter and Jalen Green, a year older. But what are some highlights that we can look forward to? Or Houston.
Jabari Smith, man.
Okay.
They took Jabari third out of Auburn. He could have went one or two. Um, he's a prototypical big for the current NBA. 6'10", can run the floor, can block shots, can shoot the ball. That's the biggest part about Jabari Smith's game is that he can spread the floor with his shot. And he can shoot it from deep. Jabari Smith is a really, really good young player. He can't be no older than 19 at the moment. Um, he got a high motor, a lot of confidence. He'll fit right in with this young team. I also think that finally getting rid of Christian Wood so they can let Alfarine Sengun
Mhm.
work. I think that's going to be big for them too, because he's a much better player than I initially assumed. assume that he can play both ends of the floor as well.
Yeah, he was doing his thing, backing up Christian Wood last year, and everybody. I think most people saw it, saw the flashes that he could be good if given a chance. So should be his year. So where does this team end up? Are they still going to be the worst team in the league or what?
Nah, I don't think they'll be the worst team in the league. That's reserved for a team out of Texas, with a lot of churros. But I like the young core to put together. I don't think I heard you mention, but Tari Eason. I want to see how he translates to the NBA. Athletic, who can step out. I like him. Dayshawn Nix, another player from the Ignite that I want to see how things flourish for him in the NBA. So, and I think was in Paul Silas Jr. their coach.
Yeah.
I want to see. I think, and I think it gets missed a lot, but having that younger black, like almost mentor figure is going to be huge for this team. Because I just think about to see how Kevin Porter spazzed out in Cleveland and has been from. I haven't heard a single report about him doing anything. John Wall seemed like he was, cool with staying there and not getting paid and like not causing a distraction. Like the exact opposite of what we saw to James Harden before Silas got there. Well, like days, with Silas, he just got there. So yeah, and they'll be fun to watch. It's just they're in the West, and there's a lot of young teams just go grow with them. Like the Grizzlies are super young, and so are the Rockets. And just seeing the difference in and where they're at currently, it might be a while before Houston really starts making noise, though.
What do y'all think KJ Martin is going to do this year?
I think he'll lose his minutes to Tari Eason.
Oh, okay.
He can shoot better. Eason can shoot better. Got a better handle.
Mm-hmm.
They both uber athletic. I think KJ gets after it a little bit more on defense, but we'll see.
And then I was wondering too, what are they doing with Eric Gordon? Like, why haven't I haven't really heard many rumblings about Eric Gordon or anything like that.
Because they go get a first rounder for Eric Gordon close to the playoffs. That's why.
Okay.
So don't just let him go for free.
True. Yeah. Okay. You say Derek Favors gonna stay to be a veteran presence, huh?
Yeah, for the KJ Martins, for the Tari Easons, for the Seguns. Like,
yeah, he won't play over this young big man core that they have.
Yeah, I'm like just looking at their team. Like, who else would be like their go-to for like that veteran leader? Like, even Jabari Smith can learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have that guy. The oldest person on their team is Boban. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, everybody else is under 30.
Yeah. It's, they're going just be running around out there and just getting their runs, getting their fields, and making their bones in the NBA. So
I also feel sorry if you used to. I think Kevin Porter, I think this is his last year of his contract. So I can see them doing a lot of keeping Jalen Green in with the second unit to get him and Ty Washington like acclimated, because I would pay to keep Kevin Porter, but then the question is, does Kevin Porter want to stay? So
I can't say, but I feel like Houston would be a solid franchise for him to try to stay around in. We'll see though. I'm just trying to figure out where he would go. I mean, Houston is a good franchise, it's a good city for a young guy, I think. So we shall see though. So Houston Rockets were the worst last year. I think they'll mess around and be 28th, 29th this year. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. They fight. Because unlike all the other teams, bottom feeders, they're not fighting to get that Victor kid. Like they're
not. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Like they didn't gut anything. This is just their team. You know what I'm saying? Like other teams are literally gutting their team, i.e., the San Antonio Spurs, Oklahoma City Thunder, to get this kid, and they're doing the exact opposite.
And I think we have a similar player already in Jabari Smith. So
True. Yeah. So it's just a rebuild, and they're in the midst of their rebuild. So I'll catch them on League Pass.
Yeah,
So-
I'll definitely watch.
Indeed, that'll be fun to watch. So that's your Houston Rockets team preview. Check us back next time on Numbers Live Sports Network. Peace. Bye.